Let's not talk about money. Let's talk about the fluorescent lights of the grocery store checkout line. Let's talk about that split second of silent prayer you offer to the universe as you slide your card, hoping it doesn't get declined. Let's talk about the casual way a friend mentions a vacation they just booked, and the masterful way you arrange your face into a smile while a cold, heavy stone drops in your stomach. This isn't just stress. This is a quiet, chronic humiliation. It's the exhaustion of pretending you're okay, of pretending you're not doing frantic mental calculations every second of every day. It's the shame you feel when you see someone's perfect life on Instagram and immediately feel a wave of resentment, followed by a wave of guilt for feeling that resentment. It's the 3 a.m. wake-up call from your own anxiety, your heart pounding as you stare at the ceiling, convinced you are a failure, that you've missed some vital instruction manual for life that everyone else seems to have. You've been told this is just adulting, that this is normal. I'm here to tell you that it is not normal, it is not necessary, and it does not have to be your reality for one more day. You bought into the dream, didn't you? The great American promise that if you just worked hard enough, if you were smart and diligent, you would inevitably succeed. And you did your part. You sacrificed. You took on the crushing weight of student loans because they told you it was an investment. You moved to the city where the opportunities were, only to find that your entire paycheck was devoured by rent. You took the good job and poured your soul into it, working weekends, answering emails at midnight, all in the hope of climbing a ladder that seems to get longer the higher you climb. You are a vital cog in a massive, powerful machine, and that machine is designed to run on your energy, your hope, and your burnout. It was never designed to deliver you to the destination you were promised. It was designed to keep you running. And the most insidious part of this entire system is that it has convinced you that if you're not winning, it's not the game that's rigged. It's you. So let's stop. Right here. Right now. Let's take a collective breath. I need you to hear me, not just with your ears, but with that part of you that is so tired of fighting. I see you. I understand the weight you are carrying. And the most important thing I can tell you is this. You are not broken. You are not a failure. You have simply been running a faulty program. We have spent these first moments together talking about the symptoms, the anxiety, the debt, the constant feeling of being behind. But a good doctor, a great coach, doesn't just put a bandage on a wound. They go to the source of the infection. And that is what we are going to do today. Our mission here is not to give you another 7 tips for saving money. Our mission is to perform a kind of clean, precise neurological surgery. Here is the plan. First, together, we are going to identify the exact lines of code in your subconscious mind that are creating your financial reality. This is the scarcity virus that tells you you're not worthy, that money is evil, that rich people are greedy, or that there will never be enough for you. We will drag it out of the shadows and into the light. Second, I will show you the hard science, the undeniable evidence-based neuroscience of how this code was installed and how your brain's own survival mechanisms are currently protecting it, locking you into this cycle of struggle without you even realizing it. This is not woo-woo spirituality. This is the operational physics of your own mind. Finally, when you understand the what and the why, I will equip you with the how. I will give you the first powerful, actionable protocol, a command you can use to begin overwriting that old toxic code with a new one. The code of abundance, the code of ease, the code of worthiness. Imagine what that feels like. Not just having more money, but the feeling of waking up in the morning with a sense of peace instead of panic. Imagine making decisions based on your desires, not your limitations. Imagine having a brilliant idea and possessing the immediate energy and clarity to act on it. Imagine being able to be outrageously generous with the people you love without a second thought. This is not a fantasy. This is what it feels like to operate from a different neurological state. It is the reality that is waiting for you on the other side of that wall you've been hitting. This video is your opportunity to find the door. This is your moment of choice. You can click away and return to the same 3 a.m. anxieties, or you can decide right now that you are worthy of something more. You can give me the next 10 minutes of your focus, and I will give you the keys to a different life. For those of you who are ready to choose, let's begin. Welcome to your daily calmnergy dose. So, let's pull back the curtain. Why does that financial wall we talked about feel so solid, so real? The answer isn't in your bank account, it's in the architecture of your brain. Your relationship with money is not just a collection of memories. It is a physical, neurological pathway, a superhighway of neurons that fires in a specific sequence every time you think about wealth. This highway was paved in your childhood. Do you remember the phrases you heard over and over? Money doesn't grow on trees. We can't afford that. Rich people are greedy. As the great industrialist Henry Ford famously said, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. He wasn't just being motivational, he was describing a fundamental principle of your brain's operating system. These early phrases weren't just words, they were programming commands that created your brain's financial set point. This is a baseline level of wealth and struggle that your subconscious mind now considers normal and, most importantly, safe. How does your brain keep you locked at this safe level? It uses a powerful built-in filter system called the reticular activating system, or RAS. Think of your RAS as the highly intelligent gatekeeper to your conscious mind. You are bombarded with billions of bits of information every second, and the RAS's job is to filter out the noise and only show you what you've told it is important. Have you ever decided you wanted to buy a specific model of car, and then suddenly you start seeing that exact car everywhere you go? Did more of them magically appear on the road? Of course not. Your RAS received a new command. This car is important to me. And it began highlighting what was already there. Now, ask yourself this terrifyingly important question. What command have you given your RAS about money? If your core belief is, I'm always struggling, or opportunities pass me by, your RAS will work tirelessly, 24/7 to prove you right. It will physically filter out opportunities, ideas, and connections that contradict your core program. An idea for a new business? Your brain won't present it as an exciting opportunity. It will present it as a collection of risks. It's a closed, self-fulfilling loop. This isn't just a theory. It has been rigorously proven in the world's most prestigious institutions. At Stanford University, Dr. Carol S. Dweck conducted groundbreaking research on what she calls mindsets. She proved that people generally fall into two categories: those with a fixed mindset, who believe their talents and abilities are unchangeable, and those with a growth mindset, who believe their abilities can be developed. Her research undeniably showed that a growth mindset is a prerequisite for high achievement. Your scarcity mindset is a form of a fixed mindset applied to your finances. It's the belief that your financial set point is permanent. But here is the most crucial part of her work, the part that opens the door for us today. She proved that a person's mindset is not permanent, it can be changed. And the science of how we change it is the most exciting field in modern neuroscience. This brings us to the master key, neuroplasticity. This is the scientific fact that your brain is not a static, rigid organ. It's more like plastic. It is designed to be remolded and rewired by your thoughts and experiences. Perhaps no one has done more to bring this powerful science to the public than Dr. Joe Dispenza. His work with thousands of people around the world has demonstrated that we can actively change our brain circuitry. Dr. Dispenza teaches that by combining a clear, focused intention, the thought of what you want, with an elevated emotion, like the feeling of gratitude or joy, as if it has already happened, you can literally create new neural pathways. You are generating the signature of your future reality in your body, right now. As Albert Einstein wisely noted, we cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. You cannot escape your financial trap using the same scarcity brain that built it. You must build a new brain. And this is where the science meets the soul. This is where we stop diagnosing the problem and start creating the solution. You now understand the what, your financial set point. You understand the why, your RAS and fixed mindset. And you understand the possibility of change, neuroplasticity. This knowledge is the map. It shows you the destination, but it is not the vehicle. It is one thing to know that your brain can be rewired. It is another thing entirely to have the precise step-by-step formula to do it on command. What if you had a protocol you could run every single day to systematically dissolve the old neural pathways of lack and build new superhighways of abundance? That is not a rhetorical question. That is the promise of what is to come. That specific, actionable formula is what I will be giving you in the final, most important part of this video. So now you know. Now the curtain has been pulled back and you can't unsee it. That feeling of struggle, that financial wall, that constant anxiety, it was never a reflection of your worth. It was never a measure of your effort. It has always been the result of the program, the subconscious code running in the background. And because you now understand the mechanics of the machine, something incredible has happened. You are no longer the machine's victim. Right now, in this moment, you are at the command center. The power is in your hands. For your entire life, your subconscious beliefs have been managing you. But from this day forward, you manage them. The science we discussed, your brain's filtering system, the power of neuroplasticity, these aren't just interesting facts. They are the levers of control that have just been handed to you. You now know that your financial set point is not a life sentence. It's just a default setting. And you have the administrative password to change it. You don't need me to walk you through a gentle meditation. The knowledge you now possess is your weapon. So what happens tomorrow morning when that old feeling of lack, that familiar whisper of not enough, tries to creep back in? Before, that feeling would have made you shrink, made you physically smaller. But now you understand that your physiology is the control panel for your psychology. You now know that your posture is not a result of your mood, but a tool to command it. That simply pulling your shoulders back, taking a deep, authoritative breath, and standing tall, the posture of a creator who knows their worth, sends a powerful biological signal of dominance and control to your own nervous system. You now know that a simple smile isn't just an expression. It's a neurological weapon, a chemical command that can instantly disrupt a fear loop and begin firing the circuits of confidence. This is energy direction at its most fundamental level. You are no longer letting your feelings dictate your body. You are using your body to dictate your feelings and tell your mind who is truly in charge. And from that position of physiological power, you will no longer be a prisoner to that old feeling. You will be its interrogator. You will have the authority to stop it in its tracks and ask, is this belief truly mine, or is it just a ghost, an echo from a past I no longer live in? You will have the authority to dismiss it. This is not wishful thinking. This is you actively pruning old neural pathways. This is you choosing which signals you amplify and which you let fade into silence. You don't need to wait for a lottery ticket or a promotion to feel abundant. You now understand that abundance is an internal neurochemical state that you can generate on demand. You can decide, as an act of power, to generate the feeling of wealth, of gratitude, of wholeness within your own body. This is your training ground. By creating the feeling first, you are sending a new, undeniable command to your brain. You are commanding your personal filtering system to start finding evidence of your new reality. You are no longer hoping for a different life. You are broadcasting its frequency and forcing reality to match your new signal. The power was never out there. It was inside you, waiting for the right instruction manual. You now have the first chapter of that manual. Go use it. To declare your new position as the commander of your own mind, go to the comments and write the 3 words that seal your new power. This is not an affirmation. This is a declaration of fact. I am in control. Your daily dose is complete. The real transformation begins now when you take this energy into your day. Carry it with you. And remember, just like we learned as children through repetition, our mental codes are written the same way. This daily practice is the most important tool for change. Your inner state creates your outer world. I'll see you tomorrow.